toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. And the Bruins ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Dukes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
On the ground, it's Allen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and... Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. And the Dukes will hustle to the line. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. On the move, it's Allen. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And he had just enough leg to somehow will that thing over the crossbar and in the right corner. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. The Dukes want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Algier. Bringing the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Extending the play. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Pitts. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete. And we have played 1. That's the end of the quarter. And UCLA has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So now to start the 2nd quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... Breaks into the open. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Dukes in a good spot here with second and short. On the option. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Algier. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He's up to 51 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Oh, they're after him! And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Dukes decide to punt it away.
Number 15 on to kick it away.
I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Zings it complete to the right. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. And the Bruins are on the move. Off-play action on first down. With the catch, it's Washington. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Bruins are threatening on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Big fella moving. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Algier. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
UCLA.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Washington. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He slings it deep to the left. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
This offense has been running up and down the touchdown Bruins. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. His drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Algier. Unleashes one. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Dukes are in the hurry-up.
Second down coming up.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. Open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
Number 11.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Orji. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Algier. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Dukes will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football.
He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Bruins. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Algier. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no...
He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Makes the grab. It's Washington. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got him. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Bruins have their offense in high gear.
First down for the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws to the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Number 8.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Algier. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Caught behind the line. It's Orgy. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. This is a designed run.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw, it's Barco. Using the quick game. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Dukes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gets the back moving. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. A little release to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Oh, he's got some space. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision a quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to pound it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? To the air, it's Barco. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal.
Number 16 on the field goal.
Absolutely perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Temple came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Philly had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Certainly could have been better, but it also could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, look out on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. I mean, generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Barco. Got it set up on the outside. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kick is in the air. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And now one of of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seems like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this.
Looking deep down the right side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield, it's Barco. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week